6 lakh rupees. Yes, you heard it right. I lost more than 6 lakh rupees in my Amazon FBA journey. And in this video, I'm going to break it down as to what mistakes I did so that you don't have to repeat the same mistakes. If you are coming for the first time on my channel, my name is Viral Jain and I'm an Amazon FBA expert. I talk about entrepreneurship, business, productivity, and basically all the content that helps you elevate your skills and your business. If you're new to my channel, then consider subscribing to my channel so that you can get daily videos about all the content around entrepreneurship, business, and Amazon. So let's get started. The first mistake that I committed was launching too many products on Amazon in one go. I still remember that when I was starting my business and I wanted to make a lot of money very quickly, I actually thought of launching a lot of products together, thinking that I would start generating a lot of sales and I will get more profits very fast. So I went to China and I started sourcing in a category which I've never sold. And I thought that, hey, if I get a lot of products in this market looks hot. And if I get a lot of products in this market, I will be able to make a lot of sales and a lot of profits. So I went to China, I bought a lot of products in bulk. Now, when I bought all these products, they were first of all very cheap. The prices were very low and I could not sell them at a higher price. The problem came where I forgot that every product that you launch on Amazon, you have to pay to create amazing images. You have to pay for reviews. You also have to pay for listing. And when I realized that, I had almost 50 products that I had to do all these things. And that point of time, I was alone. I did not have any team. And this just blew my mind because I also had to pay for Amazon advertising for each of the SKUs. And then when I actually started understanding about the cost of each product to be launched, I actually had no margins left. In fact, I had to sell these products at a loss. And just in short period of time, most of the products which I bought, I had to first sell them at a very cheap price just because I did not have the power in terms of getting better images, even getting reviews, or even spending much on Amazon advertising. So the lesson that I have learned is don't launch so many SKUs together if you don't have a budget or a team. Rather, launch only 2 or 3 products together. Put your all effort and money into that, make them successful, and then launch one SKU or one product at a time. The second mistake that I had committed was one of the worst mistakes that almost destroyed my business. The mistake was not having a quality check in place when buying anything from overseas supplier. So I had this product in mind which I was doing my research and I came across a product which was a makeup box that I could actually add a lot of improvements and value and can create an amazing product. I actually found a supplier going on Alibaba and they could actually do this kind of a prototype. I shared my designs with them and they actually made a prototype taking some advance from me and they actually made what I really wanted the product to be and they shipped a sample. I was really happy with the sample and I gave them the advance money to start the production in mass. Finally, the production was ready after 1.5 months, and I was really excited to launch that product. I had done my listing. This time I had launched only one product. I had done my listing, images with the samples that I have received. Everything was ready to go live. So I made the balance payment once everything was ready, and when the goods arrived, I started with a bang. I started with all the launch process in terms of advertisement to get sales, listing, images, and I started getting a lot of orders very soon. Just after 10-12 days, I started getting some negative reviews on my product and I was shocked. Then I checked the common reasons in the review were there was some defect in the product. I asked my warehouse person to actually go and open up each and every single box and check if the product was fine or no. To my utter shock, I found almost 50% of my goods were defective, and I was shattered. I was shocked. Now, what to do? I actually contacted a supplier and told him, and he told me that he cannot take the goods back and asked me to find someone in my local area to correct that defect. And in just that mistake, I lost lakhs of rupees. And I was so devastated because of one small mistake. I actually went out of the business and lost so much of money. So the lesson learned over here is always have a quality check in place when you're buying anything from overseas so that you have a third party inspector. Once your goods are ready, have a third party inspector go there and check every single product of yours before they ship you, and then you make the balance payment. Yes, the third party inspector generally, or agencies or services, charge you a little bit, maybe 30-40 rupees per product additional, but that makes your investment very safe, and you know that you're going to get a product which is amazingly quality, and you can sell it for a premium. The third mistake that I committed was changing the agent when sourcing your product. So when I was going to China for the first time, I had a lot of friends and family, people whom I knew were doing business as an agent in China from India. And I went through their reference over there to buy goods from them as an agent. But when I went to China, I actually found so many other agents with all the offices around the corner, which were actually giving very, very cheap prices. I was shocked and I was greedy. I actually thought, why to deal with these people who are charging higher prices, whom I know, rather than let's deal with these people who are charging cheap prices. And I actually bought a lot of goods from China, and I asked my agent, which I didn't know, who was charging less, to help me ship those products from the supplier in China to India, and I will pay him the money. So I gave him all the invoices that I had booked from all suppliers, and I also gave him the money so that they could actually go and pay to supplier and ship to me. The first shipment that I got was smooth. There was absolutely no problem. There was a good amount of inventory that they had shipped me without any issues. So I obviously thought that yes, I got the products at a very cheap price and I was very happy. And after 1.5 months, when I was about to reorder my product, I ordered twice more because the products were selling really good. And this time I doubled the amount and I gave it to him in advance so that they could send it to supplier and then balance when the goods were ready. So this time when the goods were ready, I paid him the entire balance, and this agent actually ripped me off completely. He told me that the goods have been shipped, and after 30 days I was waiting for my goods to arrive, and I found the goods were not coming. I called him up. He never picked up my call. He used to message saying that I'm busy, I'm busy. And finally, I found my supplier's contact number through all my invoices. I made a call to him through WeChat, and my supplier confirmed that he had not even paid a single penny for so many months. And that was a time when I was shocked. I understood this guy has scammed me. When I told him that I've confirmed with the supplier, he told me the entire truth. He told me that he had lost the money and he's given to somebody, and he actually has become bankrupt and he cannot help me to get the material. That is when I realized never change your suppliers or even agents for cheaper prices. You never know what you are going to get into. As we all say, you don't know what you don't know until you know. So that was my mistake number three. The fourth mistake that I committed was not knowing my exact profit margin and how much I was making in my Amazon business. So I remember in 2019 when I started my business, I had this notion that I was making a lot of money because I was seeing a lot of surface level thing. I was seeing a lot of sales happening in my account, but I was never calculating, or I never knew how to exactly know what is my monthly profit, what is my actual payout from Amazon. And I was selling really, really good. I was spending a lot of money on ads. I was, making a lot of sales month over month. But I never realized that I was not actually getting anything out of Amazon. In fact, when I was sitting with one of my uncles for the income tax return filing for that year, my uncle told me that, hey, you have not made any money, though your sales were crores. And I was shocked. When I checked along with him, I understood, hey, all the money that I was thinking I was making, I had either lost in returns or I have lost in Amazon advertising, or sometimes I think the commission which was charged by Amazon was very high. So I was so shocked that after working so hard day and night, building my team, building my products, I was barely making anything, like making nothing, even though I had crores of sales. Then I understood it's not about making sales, it's more about understanding how much profit are you going to make. And then onwards, what I did was I got obsessed. I downloaded everything that I could find from Amazon's portal and I started dissecting and understanding how much pay I'm getting out of every single order that I am dispatching on Amazon. How much is my ad spend? Every single thing I started tracking and I started developing a Excel sheet which I could do on a monthly basis to know my exact profit margin. However, later in my career, I found a lot of tools that were actually catering to the same need where you can exactly know how much profit are you making per product, how much is your returns, how much is your ads, and how much total profit you're making even on a daily basis. And that tool, actually, I use it till today, and it really helps me get complete clarity. Are you making or are you losing money? And this is no trajectory because I've seen so many other sellers doing even 50 lakh rupees per month, literally not knowing how much profit they are making. What they think is not what they make. So the fifth mistake that we did was entering into a very, very saturated market. Back then, we decided to enter a market where a lot of sales volume was there, and we decided to enter a commodity market, not knowing that it is actually a commodity market with brands dominating that category. For example, you can consider taking a knife. So we thought that a product like knife, everyone is selling at a cheaper prices, like literally 120, 150, and we were trying to create a premium product of a commodity product in a niche where it was brand dominated. And we thought somehow that we are going to create a premium product with premium packaging and people are just going to pay a lot of extra money. And we found a supplier, we started telling him what exactly we want. And when we launched that product, first of all, we had paid a lot of money to develop that product so that it looked quality. The product, we had made some changes just to make it look quality and deliver quality work. We had to pay extra. So first of all, we were already at a higher price in terms of the cost of the product. Then we started listing the product at a premium price, not knowing that people do not buy commodity product at a premium price. They generally buy a commodity product only to solve their basic household needs. And our product was very expensive and we had zero reviews, and we were competing with people who had thousands and thousands of reviews. Now imagine a product which just solves a basic problem of cutting or chopping. If you charge a premium, most people do not want to buy because most of the other market solve the same problem, and they are 10 times more cheaper with 10 times more reviews. So first of all, we had no reviews. The product was very expensive even for the purchase price, and we could not even survive the market, and we lost a lot of money because those products, even at the lowest price, they were not selling because there were other people who were having hundreds and thousands of reviews and they were also brand names. So the lesson learned over here is never enter a market which is very, very saturated, and never play on commodity products. Try to find those products which are not commodity. If you're not first in the market, then you should be the best in the market. If you're neither of those, don't enter the market. So these were the terrible mistakes that I had done, which has cost me 6 lakh rupees in losses. And I hope You are not going to conduct the same mistakes I had conducted because I was a newbie back then. Now, if you are someone who is struggling with Amazon sales, not getting enough orders, I do conduct Amazon advertising workshop. You can check the link below the video, and if that interests you, then you can join in. And if you're coming for the first time on my channel and you like the content that we are presenting to you, do not miss out to subscribe our channel and like the video. That's it for this video. I'm going to see you again next time.